what a pleasure and privilege to welcome her here in South Africa and in our studios this afternoon. Hazell Dean, how are you doing? Welcome.
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Good to be here. I hope you just landed. This is your first time?
It is my first time, yeah.
Why?
Well, because of all the stuff that was going on in the 80s, you know, people weren't coming back. We were talking about that earlier on, you know, people just weren't coming over because of their beliefs or, you know, because of apartheid and all that kind of stuff, so...
Yeah, at the time. Now's a good time.
Now's a good time.
Look, it's been a while since '94. So,
yes.
Yeah, you had a window
but no one
period.
invited me, what can I say? No one loved me.
Oh, of course they did. What were your expectations of South Africa, seriously? I mean, you've only been here for a couple of hours now. What did you expect to see in here?
I never really thought about that, to be honest. I don't know.
You didn't just expect bushveld, surely?
No. I didn't know what to expect, to be honest. You do get this sort of this thing of, you know, I mean, I haven't got my jewellery on and stuff like that, so you do get this you think you're going to be sort of, someone's going to not attack you, but you're very wary because that's what you're told, be very careful.
All right.
So there was that aspect of it, but Dean's made me feel a little bit more relaxed about that.
I really hope
situation.
by tomorrow this time you'll have your jewellery
Oh,
back
I'm
on.
sure I'll be fine, but there is that aspect.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I hear you. Yeah, but you're in
apart
good
from that,
time.
I mean, I couldn't really tell you what else really, because I never go, apart from that particular thing, I never go with any sort of thinking what it would be like in any country really. And it's really hard because I haven't really had a chance to, and I'm only here for a few days, unfortunately. It's like when I used to, you know, travel Europe and stuff, and I mean, really, I'd go into a country, and some countries, I'd country hop in Europe. I could do three different countries in one day, and they'd say, well, what do you think of Helsinki? And I say, well, as I've only sort of seen the airport and this room and my hotel, I can't really tell you, you know, so it's a bit like that, really.
You know what, it must be an amazing thing to have hit songs, but then it's another thing to have songs that get played for the next 20 years that become life's greatest hits, what we're playing here. That's probably an amazing feeling.
Yeah, that is nice. That's fantastic.
Let's take you back to the early days quickly. The 70s, was it? The 70s when you were a child star.
Of course.
And you were gigging and hanging around people like the Dusty Springfields and the Grace Jones. Was it as what's the word they used? Psychedelic, as the rest of us think it was, the 70s, early 80s?
I think the early 70s were psychedelic, yeah, they definitely were. I mean, I used to have my Afghan coat and all that carry on, yeah, that was good. But that was all my sort of learning time, really, the 70s. I loved it. I love the 70s.
Were you good?
Of course. I've always been good. Did you mean singing-wise or a good girl?
A good girl.
I've always been a good girl.
You really hit the nightclub scene quite hard in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
All around the world, including gigs at places like Studio 54.
Oh yes.
Really?
Yeah.
How was that?
In fact, Studio 54, you might like this little story, is when I did Studio 54, I actually did it because Michael Brown was over in New York at the time, and she was due to do that club this particular night, and she became very ill. In fact, she had to have her pacemaker fitted. She couldn't do the show, so I actually did Michael Brown's show for her.
Oh, wow.
But it's fantastic. Yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, I think Studio 54 was more 70s. So I think I was kind of coming in at the tail end of the whole Studio 54 thing. But it was great to do it because...
I'm sure. I mean, all I got to see was the closed door.
Yeah.
I was there, I think, early 2000, and
Yeah.
we stood outside.
Oh.
It's still there, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you couldn't go in. There was nothing happening
I mean,
inside.
it was fantastic, and I was in this
Sadly.
great big... I remember being on like in a cage, sort of hanging from the ceiling in a cage. Very weird, but fantastic at some hideous time in the morning, but yeah, that was Studio 54. Tomorrow night, obviously, I'll be singing They Say It's Gonna Rain along with some of my other hits, with lot of remixes. The only song that I sing with the original mix is Whatever I Do.
Okay.
But I also, I do a fantastic, even if I say so myself, I do a great version of Addicted to Love.
Oh.
I've got certain songs from the 80s that I mix into my show.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Who's leaving who?
Who's Leaving Who I'll be doing, yeah.
Absolutely. So looking forward to that in a nightclub in Centurion in South Africa for the very, very first time. It's going to be a special, special night. Dean, who's putting the entire night together, is sitting right next to you. It's going to be a massive night. We're all looking forward to it. It's a Jacqueline's tribute party, and they're back to the 80s party.
Absolutely.
Obviously, then featuring one of the 80s, 70s biggest stars live. So, I mean, well done on that.
Thanks very much, Martin. That's great.
What else can we expect? Videos synced with...
A lot of video mixing and that sort of thing. Obviously, big 80s hits all the way through, and yeah, we're all looking forward to it.
You need to show Hazell what she's been missing out on here in South Africa.
Absolutely.
In a way, they say it's going to rain, it's come home.
I suppose it has really, yeah.
I mean, it opens with a Zulu chant. Zulu, right?
Well, that song was written in this country.
There you go. So it really, really has come home. So it must be a special moment then on stage tomorrow night at
Well, it will be, yeah. And I'm doing a new mix of it tomorrow night.
An old-fashioned girl, but also a homely girl, from what I can gather. I mean, your blog talks about your renovations to your home, and it sounds like you like spending time in the kitchen and
oh yeah, I'm a domestic goddess.
Are you a domestic?
I am. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I'm having. I suppose. Have you seen the new one with? Because I'm having a new extension built, and I'm having a utility room, which I'm very excited about.
You call the West Wing, I think, in your blog.
That's it. Yeah.
That's it. All right. Yes.
That's good, isn't it? Yeah. Well, you see, you like it. It makes people laugh.
Yes, absolutely.
And, yeah, I am very excited about my new utility room.
When you say utility room, what are we talking about?
Oh, well, I beg your pardon. Where you put your little washing machine.
Oh,
that
right.
kind of stuff.
Yeah, I live in a flat in Joburg. Let's not get pretentious here.
Yeah.
2 bedrooms.
All that stuff will go in there.
Yeah, I know. I don't even have no such thing as
You
utility
don't even
room.
have a washing machine. Do you?
No, absolutely not. It just stands around. I'm not going to invite you over at this point.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about some new stuff from Hazell Dean. What do you have planned for us?
Well, obviously we've got the remixes. There is also, which as you go on my website, you might know about. Cherry Pop did put the original my Heart First album out, and I was saying to Dean, there's a fantastic little booklet with it, and it just goes through the whole history of like my first single right down to the sort of last thing that I did, and it's really, really good. Fantastic photos. Some that I've given from my archives as well, so that's really nice. And I'm working on some new stuff with my my friend Peter Ware, who I did the ABBA album with, and we're working on some new stuff as well. It's a bit of a slow process because I can't sort of do as much as I used to because of my family and stuff. But we've done a track called, well, I haven't done the vocal yet, but it's called Let the Night Take the Blame.
Okay.
Which you might, it's an old 80s song.
Nice.
A classic, sort of club classic. So we've done a good version of that. I've got to go and vocal it, which I'll probably do in the new year. So I'm kind of working on that as well. So yeah, and we are talking about doing some remixes on the ABBA album as well that I did.
Oh, fabulous.
So yeah, there's a few things in the pipeline.
Yeah, but listen, you look fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. Looking forward to your show tomorrow night,
Thank you
Recess.
Yep.
In Centurion, and looking forward to hearing the new remixes. Oh, they say it's going to.
Well, I'm doing one tomorrow. One.
Send it over because we still play.
Oh, well, when I get the other mixes.
Wonderful.
The mix I'm doing tomorrow is a mix that was done last year. Still, it's a really good mix, but the new ones, they are ready, but they're not going out until.
We'll be the first to get them, right?
You will get.
That's all I want to hear.
You'll get.
You keep safe. I hope they show you a fabulous time in South Africa. Get your tickets right now. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely jam-packed. Back to the 80s. Special guest star on stage for the first time in South Africa, Hazell Dean. Thanks for joining us on Martin Best of Life.